some more. Off the back of not only a double-digit half, but a pistol win as well, this could be Astralis closing the game before Na'Vi even have a say in the matter. AWP on Simple again, but as we've seen from Astralis, they've not really been giving any picks in. They're playing very passive, very reserved. No pushes down Banana other than the bonus round. Triple B setting up those grenades, not as many as maybe they would have liked with that round coming quite costly, but still enough to stall this start from Na'Vi. Right up the middle they go. Simple's holding on for a short peek. Perfecto selling a bit of B utility. Gets Glaive out of there with a flashbang. Astralis still committed to Triple B as well. Are they going to aggressively play on this flank, come in to try and backstab Na'Vi as they try and take this A site yet again? Oh. Don't want to offer up a way in.
Yeah, they've thrown these smokes almost on like a bit of a timer, right? This moto smoke went down first, so it'll be the first to fade. And then these smokes in the library and over at short, and over at arch, they'll fade last because they've been recently replenished. So it's like a doorway swinging open that now the rest of Na'Vi force their way through into this A bomb site. Where did Simple get a kill through? Through the smoke on the wall bang. I think that was to, what, library if I had to guess? That's a bit mental. I have no idea actually where he got that kill. But it is an RV round. They do get it locked in. I love that, man. I've always loved the idea of like using smokes on timers so that you purposefully set one up to fade ahead of the others, right? Because it's perfect to get everyone into position there for Na'Vi. They end up in like this corridor created by the smokes falling at Arch, Library, and Moto. Moto smoke then fades while the Arch and Library smoke is still up. And then that gives them that free path of entry into the A bomb site. And suddenly, Astralis are overwhelmed. And those players from the B site and Zip and Glaive weren't able to rotate in and help out.
Yeah, Glaive was especially hurt by the fact that he was early pushed down B. He read it well. Na'Vi was setting up in middle, but they were still holding the flank. And so a bit of pressure put onto Glaive makes him rethink that one. He doubles back safely, and that just basically cuts him out of any chance of retaking that round. Could have been the perfect flank if he stalled his initial mid-peak. But just a few seconds difference means the world to Na'Vi. 7. A chance, maybe at a half, maybe at a win, but it's going to have to be near flawless. Fast Banana play for Boomich, leading the charge. It's a bit of a spray with traded damage. 2 guns in this round on the B-bomb site, and they both pop back in with a flashbang to great success. There's a rifle dropped, but will Astralis be able to go and pick it up? Dupree is already on a rotate to do so. But grenades up for Na'Vi. They're still keeping the pressure on this B site. Matches with the Deagle. He has been so good, but not in this round. Bit with a quick kill up in apartments, and Electronic taking the space provided by that rotation of Dupree. Glaive moving back, and he's not ready for how deep Electronic has gotten. Device in the apartments, not going to be known about. They've already got a kill here, and so he is the ace up the sleeve of Astralis, but really at the same time, the only man that can do anything in this round. Unless Na'Vi walk into this double B hold, it's up to Device.
Oh, there's the chance, and it's gone, man. It's past them. With Bit getting that kill, the A site's now open. And Astralis aren't budging. They're not leaving B. They're just looking to hold on to these guns at this point in time. Perfecto, he could even try and juggle these weapons out of Banana so there's nothing retrievable for Astralis. He will decide to leave that gun there. And so there is a weapon that Dupree could attempt to get his hands on. Now, Na'Vi, they were very, very far behind coming into this second half. And really, it didn't ever look like they could get back into the swing of things. But they are starting to pick up a bit of momentum now. They are starting to pick up a little bit of speed. At 8-13, still trying to close this gap, still trying to bring it back into their hands. But they are getting closer. And they have kept Astralis on the back foot in terms of the money. This is Zip and Dupree pushing up to try and grab that gun that's dropped here at Banana. And Dupree, if he does get away with it, you could look to invest next round. Now, I don't think Astralis will, just because they are this team that love to play by the numbers. And honestly, they would have a lot more to lose than to gain from forcing this issue. But the option's there, right? And it's always good to have options at a time like this. likely just going to be a bit of a partial investment around the saved weapons.
Device on a Zeus. Okay, you've got my attention. Dupree gets some Kevlar for that saved M4 and throws over the D to Magisk. So it's well armed for Astralis. They've still gone in with a bit of util, trying to stall this round out. Mag is taking mid peaks. Simple. He's been there. He's not been at the top of the board. Dupree boosted on top of his teammate's head. Electronic, this is a good angle for him to fight, at least. If they come from far, like Bit has been doing, then Dupree should have the drop on him. Let's see who peaks first. There should be a trade no matter what the case. Electronic with a pick, and that is great. Catches Device out from the bottom of the boost. Dupree falls, and even though he re-aggresses for the kill, Apartments is controlled by Na'Vi. Banana, the same story, and Zip is trapped by the Molotov. He has to run through as the smoke blooms, but Boomich catches him hanging around, sticking for the fight, and that will cost Astralis, leaving them with one rifle. Oh, Bits looks so good on these apps plays, man. Very patient, catching kills almost every round of this T side there. And even though Na'Vi look like they're about to execute into what could be the double hold, it's only Deagles and P250s here for Astralis, near nothing. Maybe that late boost that worked well on the anti-eco as well. Especially with that CT smoke coming down. Yeah, it's the call, it's the option. And will Na'Vi be ready for it?
Well, I mean, it's caught them off guard a few times now, so you hope they would be. The flash actually goes too high, but Perfecto checks it thoroughly. Magisk ain't winning that one anytime soon. Glaive, they know he's here as well, and so Simple through the smoke deletes him. It's a team ace for Na'Vi. Everyone chipping in, everyone pulling their weight. And now just 4 between them and Astralis. And this is the... like, if you are an RV fan and you're wanting them to grind their way back into this map, this is exactly how they do it, right? It all had to happen on this T side, and the T side is the perfect half to try and make these comebacks happen in the first place. It's very, very easy to keep Astralis on the back foot in terms of the money. The further behind they fall in terms of the economy as well, further incentivizes these saves that we so often associate with Inferno.
Yeah, and we looked at Astralis' economy, which was incredible on the T side. Na'Vi's is one to be rivaled as well. Quick nades into the top of B, but as Astralis were patient, playing behind this half wall until they wanted to commit, Na'Vi do the same. Barely edging forward. Orbs on either side, Device on the long side, Simple sat back in B. Could this just be the flat-out execute into the B bomb site and what would be a 4-on-2 with Electronic coming in on a famed Arch Lurk as well? He'd have to get past that AWP Device, and the question for him is how long does he hold if the util comes into B? That's the timing Electronic is trying to hit in this round, as Na'Vi, with a minute on the clock, very early for these boys, look to execute.
Glaive flashes himself through and then also provides that smoke just to delay it. And now it kind of becomes clear to Astralis what the game plan was here. Device catches Electronic in that lurk. And now he's read into this one. He's like, yeah, well, you know, if they had Electronic primed and ready to go in, then they were likely going to execute in towards B. And this isn't a fake. This isn't some kind of big brain call. This is just a simple, tried and tested B play with that CT split. Oh. And right now it's Na'Vi getting split into. Perfecto, well, provide what he needed to, but that smoke's fading. Device might have a free line of entry into this site, and they almost get caught crossing, but they just about stay afloat. Simple and Perfecto now, these two together in what was a 2 versus 5, have to try and do it all for Na'Vi. Simple, there's the first to get the ball rolling. Now even odds, now neck and neck. Simple's just holding, he's not moving a muscle. Dupree will find it, but Perfecto is kept on, giving over the goods for Na'Vi, and there's just no time for Dupree. He's out of there without a kit, needing that fight, and it's not given over. It is just the save. So Perfecto and Simple pull off the 2v5, and on top of that, it's Perfecto to do the bulk of the heavy lifting.
Yeah, clutch killer this guy is, and even though he doesn't need to fight in the 1v1, he hunts down Astralis with their double setup at the back of B. That looked like the perfect hold, the perfect bait and switch from Zip and Glaive, but still shut down by Perfecto and co. And Simple's AWP in the post plant is nothing you want to run into from CT spawn. Astralis find that out the hard way. And okay, man, this was a dominant game. This was a one-sided affair. But right here and now, Na'Vi are giving us something to marvel at. There's no one on A. Astralis taking their time out of spawn, fixing the buys. But luckily, Na'Vi, not exactly the team that like to rush and play quick out of those spawns, using the whole clock. So it's absolutely fine for Astralis for now. Magic's waiting in the fade, making a big risk play here. Perfecto's got his eyes on it, but he swaps, and the flash comes in. The push for Magix is perfect, and the smoke's down as well. He can grab the gun, tuck in, and stall for longer. That forces Na'Vi's hand back towards the A site, and you can already see Astralis know about it. They're running through the spawn. Magix re-smokes B, stalling that out, and Astralis now have a four-man hold. Favored fight to them, even though the weaponry isn't perfect.
Oh, deleted on the first peak is dupreeh. There is this rotation of Zip making its way round over towards Library, but right now we're looking at these two players in the site to try and offer up a hold. Device might prove to be key up on the balcony with the Famas, and they haven't checked for him. These are all freebies, and Device click and collect, mate, as he puts up all the kills. It's Simple now, left alone in the clutch. Has been a rather uncharacteristically quiet game from Simple, yet to have any of those big moments that we are used to seeing. And this round might not be one to deliver them in either. Re-smoke down at short side, Simple. How on earth is he going to try and navigate this? Over he goes, Glaive and Device, both chomping at the bit to get a hold of him.
Pushing the smoke.
And they go through it. They flank Simple. They don't let him have any space to maneuver. Right? You know who you're up against. You know it's Simple on the other side. You know he can do ungodly stuff at times. And what do? Well, they just suffocate him. First with the utility, and then with the push through it.
Yeah, Device not getting checked as well. That's a big error for Na'Vi. They're getting drawn into that quad stack on A, and so no one even looks about. Device is sat there fully blinded with players in front of him for 4 seconds before he eventually can finally see and just spray down 2. Great hold from the balcony, and Astralis find 14. Na'Vi's economy dripping dry. They've got one more buy. Not really seen that Simple V Device head-to-head, although it is Inferno, so we've got a whole series ahead of us for that chance. Na'Vi's pick of Nuke up next, one that Astralis have looked strangely struggling on as of late, but we're not there yet. Zip getting traded at B, the 1-for-1 with 2 more holding players for Astralis at Banana. Device with the AWP as well. Deep smoke, they want to try and get some control back. Perfecto's been pushed out by the Molotov. He's got to swap sides. Glaive's got him trapped. That's a good flash from Simple, keeping Perfecto up in this round. And Astralis might want to just call it off, give it away. They still have this orb that they're trying to bait Na'Vi into. Device hasn't fired a single shot here, and even though Simple will make his known, Device doubles back.
Oh. Now they've got him trapped. He's trying to bait this shot. The flash is good, but Glaive jumps into it. Too keen to take those fights. Electronic, quick to capitalize, and now they know Device is here as well. Someone had to throw that flashbang. They need to get past the AWP, and a missed shot from Device is letting them get closer and closer, inch by inch. Another miss. He's not going to get given many more, and he tries to disappear, but he can't. Electronic securing the entries needed to open up this B site, and now they set up defensively, do Na'Vi. For dupreeh and Magisk in the 2 versus 3, they've done a lot of damage, right? They've brought 2 of these players down low, but no kills have presented themselves yet. And in fact, Simple is taking more away from Astralis. It's left to dupreeh. And a near impossible clutch, this bomb ticking away. He's running out of time. He does have the kit, but that's the only thing going his way, right? Thus far, he's only had to fight Simple. He's only had to contend with one man. And if he went any further, he'd be running into those 3 crosshairs, all looking right at him. And Na'Vi, they're hunting him down. Bit executes him right at the very end. Na'Vi back into the swing of things, 11-14, just an immediate response from them.
Yeah, Glaive, that could have been a multi-frag, right? He gets one, he gets flashed in from Device, but as said, jumps up just a second too early, and they were both blind there in Banana for Na'Vi, so he certainly could have won the round then and there on the B-bomb site, but very keen. And it comes back to haunt Astralis, as this game is not a lock-in. That round could have possibly just been the map for them, as Na'Vi had no money left up other than Perfecto with 3K. So now Na'Vi have been given a lifeline of economy and can keep battling back versus the best. in Astralis. Na'Vi want that mantle themselves. Third pause for the Danes, another orb for Device. And Simple, even though he's not been, you know, rock solid, shining bright, he's been fine, he's been consistent, he's been locking in these post plants. Electronic has been the man making the magic happen right now for Na'Vi. And as long as he keeps that up, there is still hope.
Oh, between two mollies with Perfecto. Astralis are really looking to take Banana away because it has been this B site that's been the bigger problem for them out of the two. And so just exerting that pressure early on, not giving it away for free like they have done in the past. I mean, I say for free, there's always been a bit of a skirmish, right? But it's always been taken by Na'Vi with very little problems.
Huge gamble here. Magis has no utility. It's not like you've left your AWP at Banana to get usually what will be a free kill and drop off and re-smoke. No, Magis is left alone. Just a gamble stack for Astralis with 4 on A. And you never know when Na'Vi are ending by slow T rounds. Boomich scared of aggressive players. Will molly close. Magis flashed off. And that might have to call for an early rotate. Device catching Electronic, and that's a huge kill considering Electronic's performance in this map so far. Double rotate for Astralis. They know with this man advantage, Na'Vi might just Hail Mary into B, and one by one they're getting picked apart. Simple needs this trade, and a missed shot again. Magis sprays down his teammate and tags Simple on the jump. He can't connect, he finally will. Bomb is seen up B, and 2 more CTs here.
And is this going to be the late A player, or is it just the save for Na'Vi? They're looking to pick up some pace, right? They don't want to give 15 over, but the problem is they've got to go fast. They've got 15 seconds. That nade just might drop the bomb. Simple, narrowly still alive, but the Molotov has held him back, and that will force the save out of Na'Vi. Not a call they ever wanted to make, but it ends up being the cards dealt to them by Astralis. And in this one, well, the house is definitely winning. It's 15 on the board for the Danes on their map pick, trying to put a stop to this Na'Vi comeback.
Yeah, it's a spot like this when you think back to how this game was 12-5 at one point in favor of Astralis, right? Na'Vi have done a damn good attempt of making this one competitive and getting it so close, but it's the danger of not getting a good first half or the pistol and conversion, and now Na'Vi just fighting with their backs up against the wall, running out of chances, running out of opportunities, and running out of money. 15-11, 4 chances for Astralis to close. Again, the 4B out of spawn, but running right back, leaving Zip alone. At least this time he has that utility that Magis did not. Magis put up one hell of a hold with only a rifle in his Kevlar last round. On mollies at B, Glaive helping out. He closed the series versus Vitality by pushing in through a CT smoke on B yesterday. Is he going to play the same aggression with that UMP? Zip is trapped, the molly coming in. He's still stuck in the corner, and Boomich with another opener. He has been quiet, but been getting these first kills for Na'Vi on the T side from time to time. Device is on a rotate. Glaive can re-smoke if he thinks Na'Vi are committing, but they hold off in the 5-on-4.
Out through middle, and still with this banana regression. Only Glaive to get past on Arch side, and this UMP is dealt with right away, and now this B split's coming in. It's all eyes on Device, back of the bomb site, open his hands, and 20 seconds left on this clock. Device, there are so many bodies coming his way. He's first looking to spot this player going up on the boost, but he's not given a chance about that fight. Perfecto will follow up, as the Device's chance to win this one down to time is out the window. Bomb plant comes in. Na'Vi with this B split through the CT spawn, and it does work wonders. Still keeping themselves in this, still keeping the game afloat. And for Astralis, this is a much rougher time than yesterday, right? Versus Vitality, it felt all too easy to close out. Well, Na'Vi has certainly given them a run for their money. And it's great seeing that it's coming off of like big performances from guys like Electronic, right? With all these openers that he's been able to get, some of these fakes as well that he's kind of set his team up for, or not even fakes, but rather, but like securing a bit of an alternative route, right? Like he's always good for these opening kills. And then when he's not with And then you've had Perfecto, who's given us some great rounds, including winning those clutch moments. That 2v5 that he had with Simple that ends in the 1v1. And Simple's just been like solid in the post plants. That's really been it. And yeah, you bang on, Hugo, right? It's just this another partial investment for Astralis around the saved weapons. Dupree gets spotted going aggressive, and Perfecto's turned on a dime to deal with it. Dupree, this went from like an attempt at a bit of a Hail Mary to now he's trapped behind enemy lines.
Oh, it's a good flash, but it's dodged by both Ts, and they pick him up nice and easily. Device has a Zeus and a USP. No re-smoke in middle either. Magisk sat towards B with it. Device trying his best, but not armed for the job, and neither is Magisk, losing that one gun. This is a done round. This is Na'Vi looking for 13. Frothing at the mouth. And Dunzo. 5 alive, Na'Vi, the money is secured, it's saved. In both times that they've been just about to be forced to eco, they have picked up a nice clean round to keep their heads above water. Their accountant might be pleased, but Astralis are not so much. 15 to 13, 2 chances now. It was 4. Na'Vi doubling up, and the AWP's back. Still no head-to-head between Device and Simple, not really getting that chance. No one fighting mid, no one going for those B picks. The utility at Banana has been brutal on both sides.
This was 13-6 for Astralis, or 12-5, whatever metric you want to use to try and show like a more one-sided game. It was looking like it was signed, sealed, and delivered. But now, this buy, if it doesn't go their way, Na'Vi, they can very, very realistically take this game to overtime, because the money, it's all in for Astralis. It's all on the table now. And as a result, it's all to play for.
Na'Vi are exploiting Arch. I love this call. It was what was getting them so many rounds in the early T side, and it's something Astralis have left open and just kind of gambled with these heavy B plays, watching their backline. Dupree is here in time, but they're not ready for how deep Na'Vi have gotten. Glaive might be a surprise as Boomich throws the utility. Now he's trapped, but Electronic is a great position, and he doubles back, dodging Glaive for now, but not the double peek from him and Zip, and keeps this round intact for Astralis. That Arch trap could have been everything, but instead it's left Na'Vi a man down, forced to commit into A.
Magisk in pit. Lot of pressure here, and he's getting pressured from everywhere.
Oh.
Bit with the opener. Device has rotated in, but only legging Bit. Oh, there's another for Device. Oh, Simple's gone as well, and he's trying to get Astralis 216. Now just has to finish the job against Bit. That there is the Danes closing it out, and it's the dastardly Device, the Maverick, down in the site, flying solo to get them over the line. Their map pick going their way now puts them 1-0 up over Na'Vi, but we started to see that Na'Vi super team getting warmed up, getting believing, and that sets us up for a very, very exciting second map that you don't want to miss.
Rising out the ashes, coming from the ether. All I hear is static. Breathe a little deeper. Fallen, broken, a million light years away from home. My eyes
strange counter. You don't see many teams run this over and over again, but it works for an RV. They seem to get on the bomb side and hit their shots. That's really what it's all about.
Twitch aggressing. They have to double peek. He's getting his shot. He's getting it. Simple done.
This is a shooting gallery for Simple. It's practically deathmatch. Just the greatest. Simple with 5. Get out of my server.
Astralis proved they've still got what it takes to take Inferno in their opening map against Na'Vi, but it was